Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a ship with me video. I do have 60 items to ship out today. However, I am going to split them into two different shipping videos, so there will be a part 2 to this. I am going to ship the first 30 items in this video and then obviously the second 30 in the next. This is going to be my sales. Today is Tuesday and the last time that I shipped was late Thursday night basically, so this covers Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday sales, and earlier today, Tuesday. So basically a long kind of weekend, and thankfully sales have picked up. I'm so happy about that. I basically have just been listing like crazy, sending out tons of offers, and just keeping things moving. I think the most important thing with slow sales is to just push through it. I think when I was earlier in my reselling journey, I would get very discouraged with slow sales, so I would stop listing as much, and then that would make the sales even slower. So you really don't want to fall into that cycle. You want to just push through, keep things going, and usually they turn around. Most always they turn around. So let's go ahead and get into it. Our first sale is this jumpsuit. It is by the brand Venus, which I do see pretty often and I don't usually get, but this particular piece had quite a lot of selling characteristics in my opinion. It's a jumpsuit. It has that cropped wide leg, which has been pretty trendy, a flattering waist tie, button down front, and it was a size 18. It's also just a really nice kind of closet staple, being that it's a neutral color. You can match really well with it, wear sandals or flats, and it's also a kind of lightweight drapey fabric, so it's good for our current weather trends, I would say. So I listed this at $28. That was just kind of a shot in the dark. Like I said, I don't usually get this brand, but when I'm not super familiar with listing a certain brand or style or whatever, I just list the item for whatever I think someone would be willing to pay around that ballpark. So I landed on 28. If this had been a more kind of sought after in-demand brand, I would have listed it in the 30s. And oppositely, if it had been a less substantial piece, I would have listed it lower in the 20s. So yeah, I landed right around 28. I received an offer, I would say a couple days after being listed, for $21, which I did go ahead and accept considering I picked this up at the bin, so my cost of goods were just a couple dollars. My net profit on this jumpsuit came out to right around $15, so I'm happy with that. I do aim for a net profit of 18 to 20-ish from my bins items, but I'm happy with 15, especially when sales are slow. I will for sure take what I can get. Okay, next up we have a 3-item bundle. First off is this bread and butter kind of item for me. It's American Eagle ribbed crew neck soft and cozy sweatshirt. I do buy pretty much any American Eagle sweaters that are the newer tag, just because they sell so well for me. I always add keywords like cozy, athleisure, loungewear, anything I can think of that just sounds fun to lounge in, essentially. I do try to stick to the newer tag. I really like their jegging fit sweaters. They sell especially well for me. Anything with like a plush interior, and the larger size the better in my opinion. Second item is this dress. This is adorable. The brand is Easel Los Angeles, which is like a boutique brand. This is a leopard print ombre midi length dress, and I was really happy to find this just because kind of like that Venus jumpsuit. It has a lot going for it as far as being marketable. It has a leopard print, animal print, sell great for me. Again, it's that kind of cozy loungewear kind of feel and look. And it has the ombre, very soft, very cozy. Plus it's a midi length. I mean, the list goes on. Okay, last item for this bundle is She plus Sky, which this brand is sold at Francesca's. Once again, I do not normally pick it up, but this particular piece had a ton going for it with the oversized slouchy fit. This mustard kind of goldenrod color has been huge recently. I knew I could add keywords like slouchy, boho, mustard yellow, oversized, just anything that kind of contributes to the idea of a like effortlessly boho chic kind of look. Honestly, you just throw on the sweater with some flats or boots and you have a super cute outfit that doesn't look like you put too much effort into it. So for these three items, when they were bundled together, the bundle price came out to $72. That does include my automatic 15% off bundle discount that I have on in my Poshmark closet. So yeah, bundle price is $72, and I sent the buyer a $60 offer with discount ship, which was accepted. That made my earnings $46.28. I paid $6 for everything, so my net profit was right around $40. So I'm super happy with that. These are all just kind of bread and butter items and brands for me. And, you know, the alternative would just be to leave them behind, but honestly, this is the kind of stuff that sells the fastest for me. It's cute, it's cozy, it's wearable, and it's trendy, so I will continue to pick it up. Alrighty, moving on. And if you're curious about any of the shipping supplies that I'm using, I do use all USPS priority mail. I order it free straight to my door. Buyer pays shipping on Poshmark, and Poshmark does have a negotiated rate with USPS, so it is the same price to use any of these supplies for the buyer. Some people ask me about that. I have a list of everything that I use in the description. Okay, next up we have a sweater. This is once again a brand that I do not typically buy. It's Guess Los Angeles, but I did get this because it has this all over distressing to it, which in my selling experience has always been a characteristic that makes it more marketable. People like that distressed look. And I mean, you know, Guess is a reputable brand. I think with that backing it, it kind of helps it out. So I listed this at $28. You can see that's kind of my number that I land on when I'm not super familiar with the brand or an item, but I do think that it will sell. I usually list right around 28. So someone liked the sweater and I sent out a $25 offer with discount ship, which was accepted, making my earnings $17.32 and my net profit $15.32. So you will notice that I'm going to be saying that I sent out an offer instead of Posh or VA or Flip, mainly because I have been kind of switching between the two, figuring out which works best as far as sending out offers. I have noticed that with Posh or VA, offers are sent out even when my laptop is closed, which Flip does as well when you open it back up, but sometimes there's a few that are not sent out, I have noticed. And so I have been just kind of bouncing back and forth. So I don't know if it was Flip or Posh or VA, so for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be saying that I sent out the offer. I do definitely think that The offers that Flip sends out are fantastic for anyone who is maybe newer to reselling, or you're part-time and you don't want to spend that $25 with Poshmark VA or another service. I think Flip is fantastic for, you know, sending out offers and using for free. And I do plan to heavily use their cross lister coming up soon, because I need to start selling on more than one platform. It's just inevitable that, you know, I need to branch out. So I'm excited to use that through Flip. Okay, next up we have this blouse. This is so pretty. It's 100% silk. It has a button back and a Peter Pan collar in front. Peter Pan collar, those are all keywords. They for sure will attract more traffic to your listing, because for whatever reason, that type of collar is very popular. People search for it. I think Taylor Swift really that's her kind of style, and a lot of people are into Taylor Swift and her style. So I think that was a contributing kind of reason. So the brand on this is Jigsaw, which I do believe has a pretty high retail price. However, the resale value, I think gets kind of lost. It's more of like an obscure kind of brand from what I can tell. I'm not too sure. This is my first piece that I have found and sold within the brand, so I do need to have a little bit more experience to speak on it. But I listed this at $45 just because it was 100% silk. That's very high quality. It had a lot going for it. I got an offer, I would say 3 months maybe after being listed, for $20. We did go back and forth several times, and what did we end up? I think I got an offer for $20. Oh yeah, we went back and forth and we landed on $25. That's what it was. So my net profit was right around $15 on that. I did purchase that from Goodwill, so my cost of goods were a bit higher than normal. Yeah, I would have held out. Like I said, I listed it at $45 and I ended up taking a $25 offer, but basically I was just trying to get the ball rolling with sales. I have found that if you take lower offers, or if you just kind of take what you can get, then it just kind of, the algorithm likes that, and I noticed that my sales start to trend upwards. So that sale was basically to just move things along, get the ball rolling, etc. Next up, we have yet another piece that I think is just kind of boutique. I hadn't heard of it. 3 bird nest. I got it because it's a size extra large. It's a maxi length skirt. It buttons all the way down in front, and it has a tiered design to it. Also has pockets. It's fully lined. So it's made really well, and it is in a very boho fit and style. Also size extra large, in excellent condition, so I could not leave this behind. For $2. If you are new to my channel, my average cost of goods is usually right around $2 to $3. So I do have quite a bit of wiggle room with offers and things like that. So I listed this skirt at $32. Again, that was just kind of something that I made up. I think that it's a very substantial piece, so I did list it in the low 30s. And I received an offer of $27, I would say just a couple days after being listed, which I accepted. I thought that was very fair. So my earnings were $21.60, and my net profit was right around $20 on that skirt. So that's right where I try to aim. Yet another bundle. First off, we have this J. Jill. This is actually new at tags, which is great. It retailed for $70. It's a size large, and it's a ponte knit dress, which is basically just like a nice kind of thick, stretchy material. It's very flattering. and it just feels really nice on the skin. So we have that first, and second and last item is this Liz Claiborne 90s style. It might be actually from the 90s. I think it is. 100% silk novelty plant print button down top. That is a mouthful. So I was very happy to find this. I saw it at the bins just being tossed around, and all the colors definitely caught my eye. And then when I saw that it was 100% silk and a size large, no flaws, I had to get it. So when the three were added together, the bundle price came out to $73. And I offered $58, which was accepted. That made my earnings $44.68. I paid around $3 for both items, and so my net profit was $41. I hope I said all of that correctly. Sometimes when I'm multitasking, I am not fully thinking about what I'm saying, but net profit on these two came out to $41, which I'm happy with. They both sold within, I would say, 3 days of being listed, which was great. Moving on, we have this cardigan. I was really happy to see this sell, mainly because we are going out of colder weather. This is the limited, which is, once again, I guess this is the theme for this video, a brand that I very, very rarely pick up. And I got this first off because it's long line. It has cable knit, which is those are keywords. People search for cable knit, they know it, they love it. It's also a mohair blend. Yeah, it's a wool mohair blend, so it's very soft and fuzzy, luxurious. Size large, has oversized buttons, kind of a fun shawl, kind of spread collar shawl, as well as the waist tie was still attached. So everything pointed to yes for me to pick this up. In excellent condition. I would not have paid $6 for this at my regular Goodwill, which is what they would charge, mainly because there's just not enough room there for enough profit. But for $2, I think this is a super sellable piece. It's very nice. It's actually super high quality, so I was happy to find it. I listed this at $28. And someone liked it, and so I sent out a $25 offer with discount ship. That made my earnings $17.32 and my net profit $15.32. Okay, next up we have this dress, Gentle Fawn. I had no idea what that was. I just got it solely based on style. It's a medium wash kind of chambray jumper dress. Anything in this cut for me, jumper denim dress, has always just kind of flown out of my closet no matter what it is. The vintage ones I would say sell best, but more modern items like this sell well also. This was, my stomach just growled. This was only listed for a couple days. I listed it at $25. I got an offer at $15, which I took. Again, at this point, I was still just trying to keep the ball rolling on sales. It's kind of like building a fire when you're just kind of getting that flame, initial spark to grow. So that's kind of how I think about it. I'm just accepting offers. So yeah, my net profit on this jumper dress came out to $11, which everything adds up, no complaints here. I threw this in my cart at the bins. I probably paid about $1 for it. So happy with that. Moving on, we have this Pendleton jacket. It's like a shacket for sure. Really fun plaid print, 2 pockets in front. This is 100% virgin wool. I was really excited to find a Pendleton piece. It's just like pretty much the highest quality kind of wool items. And when I found it, I knew that I could add the keyword shacket, which whenever I do that, the item is inevitably going to sell pretty quickly for me. This sold, I would say, within maybe like 5 days of being listed. So yeah, I listed it for $48. Someone liked it. Someone liked the listing. Several people liked the listing. And so offers were sent out of $43 with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $31.72. I paid $2 for it. I got this at my local family thrift center outlet, and so my net profit came out to $30 on this shacket. I think we are at the tail end of selling winter items, so I probably will run some type of sale on anything that is a little bit heavier weight, and also boots. I do want to kind of catch those sales before we are fully into summertime and people have sandals and shorts and tank tops on their mind. But honestly, I mean, I do still buy and list winter stuff year round, just because you never know where someone lives or where they're going on vacation, where they're going for a trip. Next, we have a 4-item bundle. Oops, I dropped one item. I'll grab that in a sec. First item is this Reformation jeans, really cute, ribbed, soft, stretchy kind of baby t-shirt, baby tee. Those are keywords, just baby and then T-E-E. It's a very kind of 90s style fit of t-shirt. Second piece is this Madewell silk printed, it's like a neutral print tank top. So here we have a very warm weather little bundle, super cute. Next item is a Brandy Melville plaid. This is a Glen plaid, little mini skirt. Keywords for this are academia, school, grunge, 90s. And lastly is this bucket hat, which is for sure 90s and Y2K. I'm just gonna wrap these all together. And so when the 4 were added together, the bundle price with the 15% off came out to $83, and I got an offer for $50, which again I did accept. I have had the Madewell silk tank as well as the Brandy Melville skirt for several months now, and so I was ready to move them out. The bucket hat I threw into my cart at the bins for probably about $1. Took me maybe like 5 minutes to list. So I kind of weighed all of my investments into this bundle, and I decided to accept the $50 offer. That made my earnings $40 and my net profit $34. Okay, moving on, we have a pair of shoes. These are Dr. Scholl's, like a platform cork sandal. And these are all man-made materials. I did take that into consideration when I listed them and accepted an offer, or I guess sent an offer. I sent an offer out on these. I got a new tape dispenser, which I think I like a lot. It's very handy. It has the large packing tape dispenser as well as regular Scotch tape, plus a place for my scissors. So pretty happy with it. It's always very exciting to me to get new supplies. It's like the highlight of my week. I think that's how I know I'm getting old. Okay, so I will grab my 10.92 box, and I listed these shoes at $31 or around $31. Someone liked them, so I sent out a $28 offer with discount ship, making my earnings $19.72. Someone accepted that. And so my net profit on these was right around $18. So happy with that. I remember I picked these shoes up at a super slow day at the bins. I only got 3 items and I figured it up. All 3 of those items that I got have already sold. My net profit on all 3 was like $60. And after I left the bins, I went to a regular Goodwill to try to find some more stuff to resell. And my total at that Goodwill was $60. So the 3 items that I picked up at the bins, after they sold, paid for what I purchased at Goodwill to resell. So that was kind of exciting. I was happy that I found the 3 items that I found. Next we have Bcbg Max Azria. This is a silk dress, really pretty. It's a longer length. It has lots of kind of gathering to it, which is very flattering. A sweetheart neckline and then a semi-sheer kind of overlay. Really pretty. I have had this dress, I would say 2 or 3 months now. I did get this dress at my family thrift center outlet for $2. So yeah, I listed it for $50 and I got an offer of $40, which I happily accepted. That made my earnings $32 and my net profit right around $30. Okay, package this up. Alrighty, moving on, we have yet another pair of boots. These are Steve Madden, really cool, like manufactured distressed boots with this kind of mesh detail at the ankle. I might have to put these in a big box, I'm thinking. I'll wrap them up and see. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to this dispenser here. Okay, there's one piece. Let me see. Let's see if I can try this again. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to grab my 10.95 box. This is just slightly longer and wider than the 10.92 box. I ship a lot of shoes in this and kind of bulkier sweaters. Yeah, this is fine. Add my thank you sticker, I can't forget that. These shoes I listed at $45. I would say within like a day or 2 of being listed, I received a $35 offer, which I was ecstatic about. I did take that, making my earnings $28 and my net profit $26. Steve Madden is for sure my most, I was gonna say, okay, one of my most, and if not the most consistent shoe seller for me. So we love Steve Madden. Next, we have a pair of Old Navy shorts. These were new tags. They are the OG short high rise in a size 14. So for all of those reasons, I did get them. We are going into short season, so I am just keeping my eyes peeled for anything that someone would want to wear and purchase. And these checked off a lot of boxes. So I listed these at $25. They do only retail, I think, for around, I forget, but it made sense for me to list them at $25. Someone liked them, and so I sent a $22 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, and so my net profit on these was right around $13. Again, everything adds up. So yeah, and someone gets a nice pair of shorts to wear for spring, summertime. And this buyer asked me to ship these on Thursday. I'm going to separate the package there. Okay, next up we have a Free People top. It's kind of like a lounge, athleisure style top. I noticed in store that it had 2 small holes near the bottom hem, but I did still get it because of this really cool lace-up design in back. Also because it's kind of a distressed look anyways. All of the edges are frayed and it has that like raw seam kind of look. So I don't think 2 holes at the bottom hem stick out like a sore thumb or anything like that. So I did still get it. And it sold full price within like a day of being listed for $28. So definitely happy I still got this. My net profit came out to right around $20. So very happy with this. Honestly, you could just add some more holes if you wanted to. I don't think that would look out of place at all for a Free People sweatshirt. Some of their more heavily distressed items, like that's manufactured that way, are more expensive. So that sweatshirt has a few holes on it for free, basically. Next up, we have a J. Jill tank. I was really excited to find this. It's a neutral buffalo check. It buttons down and back. It's 100% linen and it's a size large. So anything that I find from J. Jill's Love Linen line, I'm always really happy about. The Love Linen, what's the other line from J. Jill? Oh, it's like Pure. I think it's J. Jill Pure. And there's one more. I forget, but there's a couple lines from J. Jill that imply that everything within the line is made from natural fabrics, and all of that does really well for me. People love their linen, cashmere, merino wool, even cotton. Just anything that is natural is better, in my opinion, than like a polyester or something manufactured, mainly because it's breathable, it lasts longer, it's more resilient. So I listed this tank at $32, and just a couple days after being listed, I got a $20 offer. We did counter back and forth a couple times, and we ended up landing on $22. So my net profit was $15.60 on that tank. Next, we have a very exciting item and sale here. This is a vintage jacket. If you watched my, I think, most recent or second to last recent thrift haul, you would have seen this. It is a gorgeous coat jacket with a patchwork plaid bottom hem or halfway down portion. It's vintage Foley's. I think it's 100% wool. There were no material or care tags, but this is a gorgeous piece. I was so excited to find it at the bins. I did list it at $85 just because it is so high quality and cool. So if you're curious, this is box number 7 from USPS. I just line the bottom with a piece of packing paper. Then I add a piece on top of the item and add a thank you sticker. So that's what it looks like when the buyer opens. It's nice, it's presentable, it's protected. You have all your P's covered. And so yeah, that's how I pack the larger items. So I listed this coat at $85 and I got an offer for $60, which I accepted. That made my earnings $48. It's a little bit heavier, so I probably paid about $3 for it at the bins, making my net profit $45. So a gorgeous piece. I hope the buyer loves it and wears it often. It really is amazing. Next, let me scoot some of these down. We have a silk blouse here. This is HD in Paris, size large. This is an older tag and item from Anthropologie, which I do tend to shy away from these days just because they do tend to sit for a little bit longer, which this one actually did. But I wanted to get this because of the really feminine, pretty ruffles. It's 100% silk, which, like I was just mentioning, it's a natural material, so a little bit higher quality. And it's a size large, no flaws. So I could not leave this behind for $2. Really pretty. And it ended up being a full price sale at $25. So I honestly don't really mind items that sit these days because I'm no longer manually sharing my closet. So, you know, it's not like having to share an extra item every day for months on end adds any extra time to my day because, you know, I'm not the one sharing essentially. So once I started using automation, my philosophy on picking up items that would sit for longer kind of changed. Now it doesn't matter if it's going to sit, just as long as I know that it will sell eventually, which I did know for this top because it has so much going for it. I will still get it. So my net profit came out to $18 on this blouse. Really pretty. Moving on. We have a pair of pajama pants. Not only are they pajama pants, but they are the cutest pair of PJs ever. These are new tags from Anthro. They are E by Eloise, which is Anthropologie's like loungewear line, and they have a Russian nesting doll novelty print. They also have a contrasting lining. You can roll, I see a fuzz. You can roll the pants up and have like a contrasting print at the bottom hem. They also have buttons to secure the hem. Really cute, very well made. Besides that loose string, they are very well made. So these were a full price sale as well. I had a couple in a row, which was like, you know, after a bout of low sales, having several full price sales in a row, I was just very, very happy. So yeah, $40 on these pants. That made my earnings $32 and my net profit $30. So we love to see it. These I would have paid $7 at Goodwill just because they're new with tags, they have the fun print, they're Anthropologie. So yeah, but I just so happened to find them at the outlet store, so even better, room for higher profit there. Okay, moving on. Really fun cardigan here. This is a open crochet knit cardigan. It has like a medallion, crochet medallion in back. It does have one button closure, and this button is really pretty. It's like an abalone kind of button. The brand is Before and Again, which didn't mean anything to me. I got this purely based on style and material. It's 100% cotton. So this is a really nice layering piece in the spring, summer. It obviously has a lot of ventilation with the loose knit, but it still offers some coverage. You could wear this over a bikini top with some wide leg pants. That would be adorable down to the beach. So this piece I listed at $32, and someone liked it within just a couple days. I sent out a $28 offer with discount ship, which was accepted, making my net profit right around $18 on this cardigan. Alrighty. Next up, we have a 2-item bundle. First is an accessory. This is a genuine leather tote bag. Really pretty, great quality and condition. I found this at my, this was either the bins, one of the 2 outlet stores, so I paid right around $2 for it, which is great. I just thought it was just kind of an essential everyday tote bag. For anything that looks more modern like this, I always add keywords like minimalist, contemporary, essential, office, stuff like that. So we have that. And then second and last item is this dress. So cute. Yet another brand that I hadn't heard of, Be Cool. But the cut and print to this, I could not leave it behind. It's very feminine, romantic, flattering. It has a smocked chest with a sweetheart neckline. So for these 2, the bundle price came out to $63, and the buyer sent me an offer of $45, which I accepted. I had these for just a couple days, maybe just one day, I think. They sold like same day. That made my earnings $36 and my net profit $33. I know I got this dress at the bins and it is extremely lightweight, so I probably paid about $1. I do pay $2.19 per pound here in Houston at the Goodwill outlet, which is more expensive relative to everywhere else in the country. But I have 0 complaints about it because I find amazing stuff here. And I mean, that's still incredibly cheap. We also have 5 locations here in Houston. So it's really nice to kind of keep the crowds and competition at bay. Everyone just kind of spreads out and it works out. So, okay, our last couple sales before I need to run to the post office. First is this Altered State slouchy striped loose knit sweater in a size medium large. This is another bins grab. I do like getting Altered State if it's a little bit more of a substantial piece like this. I thought this would be, again, just really nice and beachy. You could wear this with just some denim shorts for a very slouchy yet cute and fun look. So this was yet another full price sale. up $25. That made my earnings 20 and my net profit 18. So I love to see it. I would say Altered State and UMG are my two kind of go-to lower to mid-tier boutique brands. I sell a lot of it. It sells quickly for me. And it's pretty good quality. That's my number one rule with buying boutique stuff, is it has to be relatively good quality. Okay, last item before I go to the post office is a 3-item bundle. First off is Artisan New York utility style jacket. I mainly got this because it's 100% linen, and it's also in that really popular like utility anorak style. It snaps and zips closed in front, and it was in excellent condition. So if this had been 100% rayon, for instance, I would not have gotten it. The linen was for sure the kind of nail in the coffin on me picking it up. Second item, LL Bean. This is actually new at tags, $55. It's a size medium, really soft, stretchy dress. So athleisure style dresses like this from LL Bean, Prana, Toad and Company, Athleta, Patagonia, they all sell very, very well for me. People just like to, you know, go outside, be comfortable. It's usually like a light sweat wicking kind of fabric. And lastly in this bundle is this soft surroundings, vibrant kind of neon shark bite hem, asymmetric hem. I'm just throwing out keywords here at this point. Tank top. And it has a really fun mixed button design, so really kind of interesting, quirky summer top here. So for these 3 items, the bundle price, including my 15% off discount, came out to $76. And I sent the buyer a $60 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $46.28. I paid $2 for each item, and so my net profit was right around $40 on this bundle. So I hope the buyer enjoys their new summer outfits or items, I guess. All really cute. Okay, so I'm going to get this packaged up, put everything in my IKEA bags, and then head down to the post office. I will have the second half of my sales, again, 30 more items that I will film myself shipping or packing up in part 2. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, and that will be up tomorrow, the day after this video goes up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.